a quick reminder, it's already 0-1 in favor of Oasis.
Well, map number 1 going on here. Oasis versus Team Secret. They come up into this map with the series lead already 1-0. They take another one, Secret going home. But that's not what I think anybody's going to expect to happen here. Will they go down with a whimper? Or will they bring us to that cold shores of Icebox? Here we go. Pistol round commencing. An aggressive start from Oasis coming out of the gate.
And this is not something that we've seen too much of in our league. And Jesse could be the potential first victim, but a little bit of a mishap there with the flash. Will save Jesse. Will even enable the rest of Secret to push and pinch. Ripper finds a frag, but the rest of his team has already fallen. They are somewhat reduced to ghosts, as Envy is also very, very close. Already has a foot in the grave. I'm not even sure how he managed to get out of that one.
Well, they come out, at least for Team Secret, relatively unscathed compared to just a complete beating Oasis walked themselves into. Okay, tags up here for Envy. Unfortunately, not enough to confirm the kill. They're all quite low, so a single right click could end them all. So that is what Dubstep delivers in return. Opening pistol round taken by Team Secret. Not something you'd normally hear me say, but hey, they got the job done anyway.
I like your bars, Chief. You're looking mighty sharp today. Accidental rhyme. I mean, obviously that was placed perfectly. But now on to more serious business here. Secret, they're not pulling any punches. We already have a rifle in the hands of Mr. Dubstep here, although his armor is going to be the trade-off and a big 0 in his bank account, rather his credits stock. Now we are going to see an aggressive take towards A-Long here. Marky doesn't know how close Dubstep actually is. And now they already have quite a bit of control towards A here, barring sewer, barring dirt.
Well, no help for him this time. That's fully in control. I mean, rather, well, it is in control of, yes, Wild Oreo, but it's not something that Team Secret really have any intent on taking away. They know that if they can just brute force their way here towards A long, towards A main, then they really just, I guess, secure this round. Jesse Vat, just be careful. That's Wild Oreo who meets his demise.
Indeed, Jesse, he's been somewhat active, actually fairly active today. He's been popping off and he needs to. He did lose a very important clutch. Wow, Indy, that is such a high sense for you to turn around that fast. Peru is going to feel one enemy Secret marching onto the site. And everybody, and I mean everybody's chiming in this time. Jeremy's not going to be rocking that raise, as Dispenser will, you know, portray, or rather show his 180 skills too. Secret, they take that round as cleanly as clean can be. And now we have a bonus situation in our hands.
Might not be rocking the raise there, Jeremy, but Dispenser sends Coco rolling in the dirt. Good kills, good frags, opening pick by Dubstep as we expect. Second round Vandal by the way on your yet. Very nice.
Very nice indeed. Now, I feel like this is a high priority round. A lot of people might not be too accustomed. We've talked about this before, how swings can go, but this is definitely such a high priority round for both these teams because this is going to dictate how the next swing is going to go. Now, Marky, he will be a little more fun towards that third Dubstep. He is going to be spotted out crossing, but doesn't need to be seen to fall as Marky finds that crisp wall bang. Now, Secret, they operate with one less rifle, the only rifle, and it's in a position where they can't really take. We do see Marky pushed up with that Trailblazer. Smartly done.
Oh, great pull plus Nano Swarm here by Team Secret. Great combo for them to completely deny that position from being used. That power position so commonly positioned by Manny and Astra. Marky, he's actually just found a space here to crawl behind this bot. Oh no, but the timing! The turret doesn't even save him! But they still don't meet each other. Gorkum, I think he has some inkling, some notion. No, he doesn't. Otherwise, he wouldn't be placing a star there. He now knows that there's somewhere towards the right. How how close to death he was, neither of them are really aware. Jeremy finds a kill. Marky's able to find one, does Wild Oreo as well. 1v2. It's Borkum time, baby. He has to bring it out now. He's got the star. Chest comes out. He wins the fight versus Coco, and Wild Oreo very low.
No.
He's sticking to defuse, but he's going to call his bluff. Here comes the swing, and he wins the fight anyways. The ROG clutch coming from Wild Oreo. Lip it, chip it, and dunk it. He gets around.
That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. The way things went for Wild Oreo, just the slightest change in elevation to help that crosshair placement. And of course, credit to where credit is due. Wild Oreo keeping nerves of steel, not falling for any bluffs. And of course, Black and Blue, what an amazing call you have, sir. 10 seconds now, winding down. We now finally have a little bit more of an equal round here. Still 3 Spectres on the side of Oasis, despite taking that away from Secret.
Swarm grenade out.
Yes, as you said, very, very shoddy buy from Oasis. So Team Secret, they lose a round draft, but get the long-term gain, at least for the meantime. Really make things so much more expensive for Oasis. That's a painful round to be cut so close. And right now the paper is really looking quite sharp and thin for them. Team Secret, they've got some utility to work with Wrath. They do have the Rolling Thunder to press the issue here. Seems like they're trying to double back towards his C-long position. Oasis have some sort of setup to repel this, but I'm not too sure how good it will hold.
And it really scares me that Borkum was holding that flank all alone. Because once again, Astra has proven to be a little bit of a VIP pick, you know. You pick her off super early in the round, suddenly so much staggering power has disappeared on that team. Has been locked away. Now we have Dubstep and Dispenser looking to make something happen here. Ripper is going to get tossed up here, but is not going to get checked, will not get anything. Actually, will find Dubstep still, but Dispenser, oh my goodness! This man is possessed, and he finds 3 without a question. Looking for his 4th and 5th. Marky, he shows himself. Yet another teammate on the side of Oasis. He does try to reinforce. Marky is still very much alive in the situation. This time, Borkum and Jeremy, they try to hold it down. Marky has 10 HP. He wants to replicate the success of his teammates. Nope. Borkum, he says, you know what? I'm sick of that. I'm not going to let that happen ever again.
Able to do it once. Not this time, though. Borkum shuts it down. Team Secret go up 3-1. Eco round to be forced upon Oasis. So they're struggling to really get their footing out of the gates.
30 seconds.
It started off really aggressive, but that aggression on the defensive side just hasn't really been too swell for them. Marky dodging and weaving very masterfully so. In the end, the odds were against him. They do not pull his favor in tow.
Indeed, that is how the cookie crumbles. And now Oasis looking to make Secret stumble. Finding a pick onto Dispenser is Envy. Making sure that these sheriffs are loud and clear. Will be heard from the rest of the roster on Secret. This time they don't have that flank watch that they need to secure the map control. Dubstep doesn't care. He marches forward, he gets the site, and now this retake could be in place for Oasis. They have to wait for some of their team members to somewhat rendezvous with them, however.
There we go. Get the plant down, play that long range game. They know they have the weapons advantage for this, even though they do not have, you know, the man count in their favor. The weapons and utility should be able to equalize things up. Got so much to work with here. They've got, you know, the owl drone for information, but more importantly, that's stun. The aftershock as well coming from Jeremy. That's going to be huge. Envy gets a kill on Jesse back. Taken by surprise. Jeremy's going to be able to answer back, but Envy finds the third. Ripper is going to get that kill. And Borkum brings it down to a 1v1. He gets a double kill. A triple could be his. Ripper on the swing, not able to land the shot as it's Borkum time, baby. Triple kill for him. Just a complete tyrant dictating the rules of engagement. The ROG clutch by Borkum. It's Borkum time, baby.
And Borkum looks them in the eye. I told you not to try that again, and he must be fired up right now. This is not something Oasis wants to deal with, because Borkum, although he can be, you know, fairly quiet as a player, once he's awake, everybody's gonna feel it. There's been such a disturbance in the force. And Secret, despite winning that round, still on a stifled bye. They settle with a Bulldog and a Spectre, but that lockdown and that Cosmic Divide is going to make sure they get the distance that they need.
They've They've got some ultimates as well here rather to use, but Dubstep, no such thing. Old school, aim down your sight, take a pop shot, and find a pick. Nicely done from Team Secret, especially with the weapons disadvantage that they've got. We've talked about it. Spectre and Bulldog in hand of Dispenser Jeremy specifically. Now here, out in the open, Ripper, was he trying to get back? Well, he gets caught off guard. Wild Oreo finding that pick. Here comes the Hunter's Fury, tagging up a bit of his teammate, but he gets a kill anyways on Wild Oreo, so a bit of a worthwhile trade there. 4v2.
Come on, man, just hit me. Wake me up. Give me a slap on the face. That's what it was. That's
game.
fire me up. Yeah, stay in the game. Stay in the game. As Secret, they make a mad dash towards A. Little did they know it's Marky to be the lone. Okay, maybe that's a little too much. You know what I mean? Maybe that's you're firing me up just a little too much. Marky doesn't need any of that, as that split moment without the Oscar smoke is gonna be enough for him to find a frag. And now a 3v2, still very, very doable on the side of Oasis. Dispenser will make sure that this fight is going to go down. But it already seems that Borkum is here. And once again, finds the rotation. The cutoff, Infi with 45 health is just a bullet away. Jesse didn't even need to shoot him in the head. Just for absolute safety and Secret, they start strong.
A one-way show so far here. And Secret, it's using every single channel, every single round. The volume as well. Like, hey, no, turn it up. Secret. You're like, oh, I'll turn it down a bit for you guys. This Team Secret just no more has been called and has expired. Not much to work with here, Oasis. They realize this is a round that they're ready to give up. It's an eco. Make it expensive for Team Secret, and maybe later on in the half they can answer back. But right after this, when it comes to round number 8, that is when they have to make it happen. They continue to let the lead pile on. We could be already looking at early map number 3. As Dubstep somehow gets that kill on Wild Oreo.
That's very, very curious. But what is even more curious is that Dubstep has not been stopped whatsoever. He has found himself to be in the corner at the entrance. He still has a dash. He doesn't use it. Finally, he does, but he falls back into the aftershock, and Dubstep's rain of knives have finally been quelled. But Oasis, at what cost? Marky has been tagged up. We've lost Wild Oreo. They've lost Coco. And Jesse makes sure that the controller in the form of Rip Peru will not contribute in this round. 4v none. As Borkum will find yet again the killing blow.
Killing joke here as well is that if Oasis give up another round and this goes 7-1, that could easily be 8-1 because of the economic disparity between these two teams. And Dubstep, when he's feeling it, he brings it. He is one of those players that really understands what his job is within the team, within the structure of, you know, a competitive team. When he's certainly feeling that, being on point, there's nothing that you can really do to try and blunten his sharp blades. Marky going for the aggression here. They both dash out, trying to get their jail out of free card, basically. Okay, I don't really play Monopoly, but you know where I'm going with this. Dubstep, he gets a kill.
Easy peasy, no friendships ruined
goodness.
as he uses that extra mobility to once again jostle and play around with Envy, but Envy needs no vision to find. Dubstep finds Dispenser, and that duo has been dealt with. They've been eliminated, but Envy is going to take a little bit of damage, quite a bit actually, from both the shot dart and the aftershock, but suddenly reduced to 2v1. Borkum, he's been unstoppable, and he's now still looking like a raid boss. But wait a minute, is this deja vu? Coco, he'll get it to half. Now it's his time. Borkum, he adjusts so well. He hears the jump, he hears the turret, and he picks his timing perfectly, but Coco, he places the bullets straight into the torso of Borkum, and yet another clutch denied. As Oasis, they stay alive.
The timing would have been so good for Borkum. I think a bit of the movement there kind of knocks his aim off axis. Makes things so much more difficult. He even had the HP advantage to Coco. He had the better shot that moment. Envy did such a good job as well to try and bring things back. Just enough for Coco to finish the job. 2-6. That was such a crucial round for Oasis to win. Unfortunately for their sake, they take it here. Raph. No operator to be seen as of yet this entire map. That's largely because, well, we haven't yet seen Oasis build up enough bank for it.
That's right, and this is a little bit of an issue on the side of, you know, the team without the Sova. They can't really contest this A lobby, or at least get that early info. Dispenser, he is keeping this as stealthy as possible because the guiding light could be the death of him. Coco, who was a hero, will not need to take a little bit of, or rather take a fight there while Oreo was just right behind him. Nothing personal. Morcom finds Coco. Jesse is making the bodies fall as well. And Secret, they have the sight, but do they have true control over this? Everybody's resisting. Envy finds Jesse Vash. Now Jeremy, he throws out that fault line. Marky tries to find the timing, but it seems that he's found himself in a very winnable situation. Jeremy, reduced to a 1v1 situation. He has all the time in the world, but Marky needs but one. What is that? Oh my goodness, Marky.
He ADS for that too. Marky just hitting the mark on that. Scratch it abound. Scratch it off. If that was a sticker, you'd find it in every post. Wild Oreo, man, as well. Did such a good job there, holding down the line, but Marky, perfect timing. And Jeremy, as much as he maybe have wanted to have some word in that fight, in that kerfuffle, Marky just shuts all of it down. Guardian out here in the hands of Jeremy. They've got a lot of ultimates to force the issue here, but so do Oasis, and more importantly, they're geared up to try and repel this.
That's right, something that he really did not expect. He was lobotomized right on the spot. As this methodical approach of Secret seems to be, well, still working, keeping their lead, just, at least at the moment, but Oasis,
right here,
they are doing their best to climb out of this hole. Now we have a little bit of a deep lurk here. It's going to be a Killjoy to Killjoy interaction between Coco and Dispenser. Both have been equally fantastic. And the Trailblazer there, just, you know, clearing the corners as per usual. Love the patience by Coco here. He has every reason to check this now, but still not budging. Dispenser, he finds his counterpart and makes, deals with him perfectly. Now Envy, he will have to take the spot here. It is going to be Wild Oreo getting tagged up, and now those shock darts, they look to be the killing blow on the side of Team Secret.
They have the 5v4 post plant here. Good positions by them, and on the flank as well on that lurk is Dispenser. You can't shut the Oasis down if they stall for too long. Jeremy gets that opening kill on Wild Oreo. Got some time to work with, but not much manpower, but they all crumble down one after the other like a house of cards.
Out of charges.
Jesse back, holding on to things. He's got that recon ball to give him information. Destroyed immediately, but the push is coming on in. They have no idea Dispenser is here, and he's going to come in at the last possible futile moment to get them the round. Team Secret barely scraping by 7-3.
Honestly, this is such a different look for Team Secret. There's a diabolical air around them. They feel a little more menacing than what we're accustomed to. Normally, they're a pretty happy, a pretty jolly team. But the way that they've been decapitating and you know, executing the members of Oasis, it's been, well, as I mentioned, kind of evil.
You know, by these Knievils, they're going to take every risk, every stunt that can be done. And right now, to turn things around, they're going to have to pull one hell of a stunt, one hell of a surprise, a magic act, and a trick up their sleeve to the eco round. Oasis, they've been able to try and convert they've been able to really make these rounds work out in the past. Sometimes, but not always. Not to be expected, of course, but
spike drop.
It's not something that necessarily known for converting these rounds, although they are very much so capable of it. See now if this will be one of those, or Team Secret potentially securing an 8-round half.
That was such a ballsy move by Wild Oreo there. Honestly, he had the space to move back, but you know what? He made a choice. He decided to stand and fight. A Warrior's way to go. But unfortunately, no damage, or at least not too much on the side of Secret. They've had Dispenser tagged up, but this is probably not enough to deter them. Now Envy does have a Rolling Thunder, but it would be very wise for him to save it for the next round, as this is already looking incredibly difficult for them.
That's putting it lively too. Not looking too swell as of the meantime. Okay, kills fall either way for both Jets as Marky was traded out. The only kill that they've found so far in this round for Team Oasis.
One enemy remaining.
On the swing. Borkum confirms that round is done. Team Secret cleanly for the most part take this anti-eco. Okay, Indy putting a bit of damage there. Landing a bullet on dubstep, but ultimately the round still goes to Team Secret. Final round of the half. One that Oasis need to convert. Or hell, if you're a believer in superstition, give it up. 93 curse potentially could be your only saving grace.
Potentially could be our only saving grace, but we know that a lot of fans are non-believers, no matter what side we're talking about here. Honestly, right now, Oasis, they have every high-impact ultimate they have in the bag here, barring Rippers, of course. Not saying Blades are not high-impact, it's just not as instantaneous as the ones that I've mentioned before. Marky hasn't really found too much success contesting mid here. It seems that Secret has had this one in the bag. The grass control and the window control has been pretty much unstoppable for them. But this time around, Ripper is going to play close. He hasn't really played this spot, so this could be the timing that he's looking for. But Borkum, he's like, wait a minute. If I was there, what would I be doing?
Well, while his intent might not be too sure, or rather, too clear, definitely has some notions that what is to come. Envy. It's a nice upset on his aggression, and Marky on the swing, able to dash out back to safety. Both lockdowns to be placed, and here comes the Rolling Thunder out as well. He's going to be able to get no, he doesn't! Jeremy gets the kill still somehow! How does he do it? Dodging and weaving left and right, crossing him up! And here comes the lockdown as well! Wild are you escaping it barely? Dispenser caught off guard with his knife out, and they bring it to a 3v2. Oasis have an opportunity here. Spike has been dropped in front of the B main entrance, and Jeremy looking to equalize things up. That he does! Gets a triple kill in the round!
Oh no!
30 seconds left.
It's down to Bash in a 1v2. The eldest player here in the server, the guy with the most experience competing. He is down in this clutch moment. Can he bring it back? He's so consistent in these situations, Raph, but he's not able to completely get the kill on Marky just yet. He gets the kill now. 1v1. Coco versus Bash. But he doesn't know that Coco's right around the corner. And he's gonna dunk him as well. 4-8. Oasis clean things up.
Switching sides.
Ice Cold Jesse, still a prayer to get him on board. The clutches have not been kind to him. Oh my goodness, the nerves on everybody. They must be at an all-time high. Jeremy nearly takes this away from the hands of Oasis. Jesse as well. If he found this sooner, maybe he had enough time to clear out the rest. But no, Coco, who's been a hero for Oasis, he's been doing it. And everybody on his team has been in love with him. I am absolutely certain of that. But now we are at halftime, a reset point, and a potential pistol round to take for any of these teams.
Here. Block the sight.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Please, man, relax. I'm kidding. Chill. We can. We absolutely can. The way that this has been going, it's been Secret starting off so strong. Crazy double ding by Marky here, and everybody just following it up. And now Secret, they cannot have a repeat of the first map. This is how it went. This is how potentially could go if Oasis, they continue this red hot streak. And now we see the signature Vash on that long. Surprisingly, no support on his end. He is going to eat quite a bit of utility, and he is going to be delayed on his retreat. And look at Secret. They're still very adamant on taking the rest of the map, potentially leaving Jesse here to be alone on his devices. And they've completely opened up the side of the map. It's going to be free for Oasis, but they don't know where the rest of Secret are. They're scrambling this rotation. It's coming in as fast as they can, but Oasis don't seem to realize that they have a window.
Spencer, he's on the flank here. He made his way to the bottom of grass. Focusing all far up top. Wild Orion Envy cleaning things up. Oasis firmly within the site. There isn't much that Jeremy can do here at this moment. Spencer, the only one left remaining, crawled his way behind Coco, who has really no idea that he's here. So This could be a free kill for him if he finds the timing, the proper angle to do so. I think Coco checking out behind him has some inkling that
Thank
possibility is certainly true. He finds the pick on dispenser
patience.
here. Maybe things would be a lot cleaner.
The patience from dispenser there was like, please move, give us a sign of life. You know how things are in this region, so I was just a little bit worried there. But, oh no, dispenser gets spotted out. He has no idea Coco's pushing him, and Coco once again with the firepower disparity, finding dispenser, and the lead is cut down. What happened? Secret, they kind of have to buckle down here because the swing is not looking to be in their favor.
Stay down.
This was, I'm not entirely sure what that was. Jesse, I don't really think he had the reason to do that.
Yeah, the classic, the recon bolt out, I guess, for information and a bit of a distraction, but it's quite ill-advised. It is a round that they were willing to give.
Right there.
And now they're down 6-8. And that flawless pistol of Oasis, you can see the full effects of that in the upcoming rounds. They lose this, they still got the complete full buy from this bonus, especially if they make it expensive for teams, so you're going to get a bunch of kills. So Oasis looking pretty good right now to make this comeback happen, but they're going to have to prove it themselves.
Dispenser is potentially all alone in this side. Borkum will step and plant his feet to help his teammates. He will jump spot and still has an extra star in his bag. Fortunately for him, or rather fortunately for the duo, the rest of Oasis, they take their sights and their likings elsewhere. They find the drone. Marky has given away his position at the very least. He's the only one to be spotted here. But now all this room that Oasis has taken away from Secret could be detrimental moving forward with this round. Still trying to contest it. Borkum, he swings, he finds one! Will go unanswered. And Marky has been such a critical point. And what is that? He does not need any vision once more to find Wild Oreo. And Borkum coming alive again. This is what they needed. This is what they're getting. Envy, once again, just a breeze away. But Borkum, he leaves no prisoners. Only down
30
to
seconds
Envy
left.
and Coco. We've seen them do heroics, but Borkum looks to be the villain in their story once more.
And he is an absolute menace here. Oasis have yet to really crack down on. Linebot given away. Borkum on the swing. Lands a shot with a phantom. Not an ace to be given just yet. But Coco, he can find another kill here.
10 seconds
Then
left.
he has done his job. Does get the dink on the Jesse Vash, but could not confirm the kill. 9-6. Team Secret around the way from getting that double digit up on the board. One that they should have won. Yes, they had the weapons advantage, but they made it relatively clean. It does help their favor out, but now the gun round coming from Oasis is to come. Borkum, what an absolute monster
enemy
he is
remaining.
in being that anchor to hold things down.
And man, Borkum, although there have been a few rounds where he's been shut down, the ones that he's really allowed to, well, do whatever he wants, he's been trampling Oasis. And now suddenly the lead is back up 3 rounds. Dubstep will get blinded temporarily, but does not seem to give a single care in the world. But Marky will donate his bullets and advise him to do otherwise. Now Secret, so early in the round, operating on a deficit once more. And that's going to be a rifle sacrifice too. Borkum still has all the utility in the world. But we know how these trades can go, and we know how these scrambles can get, black and blue.
They're walking slowly, Raph. Borkum, he's going to be the first one to make this contact. Jesse Vasher to support him, but they don't really have the flash on the ready on the prep from Jeremy to swing with. Jesse Vash, he's actually holding the wide angle. This Rico's going to give him away, and he does get found by Ripper here. The Grim Ripper making everything happen, but Borkum has got something to say. And these Astros, man, are really stealing the show in this round number 16. Jeremy and Dispenser brought down to the 2v3. They have the potential for the retake. They don't have much utility to make it really happen, though. If they can find a pick and equalize things up 2-2, then this could be doable, Raph.
It could potentially be, but both these players have been fairly quiet. And as quiet as they can, they try to creep onto the site. Dispenser could potentially find the timing. Wild Oreo, he gets tagged up, but he stays alive. He is unbroken and he stands unshaken. Uh-oh, that turret could potentially make him look, but no! The crossfire is a little too clean for Secret. And Oasis, they bring this down to a 2-round lead.
Once again, 2 rounds is all that separates them and this Team Secret squad. Borkum great amicable job of holding down the front line. Hold the door, he says. But unfortunately, the Night King still crept on through, and that was led by Ripper and the crew. Oasis, 2 rounds away, we've said it, and Team Secret on the eco here. They need to convert this, otherwise this could be a 9-9 score. Another overtime perhaps. Raph, it's on the cusp of it.
The methodical approach we see is still in play, but the reads, they're definitely a little awry on the side of Secret. Once again, it's Dispenser alone here, but Marky, does he clear his corners? How do you adjust to that? And Marky, he finds Borko. That is going to be one problem taken care of. Marky, if he finds another one here, this could potentially be the round. Again, he is operating without armor, but that regrowth is going to give him just that extra bit of health. But one bullet is all is needed to take him down. Borkum, who was the anchor, who was that weight to keep, or at least the weight, the pressure, the shoulders of Oasis is gone now. But Jesse, look how far he is. What can they really do? This retake, it looks a little shaky.
Off your feet!
Take them off their feet, he says. Rolling Thunder come on in. Dubstep taking some damage in that, but Jesse Vash and Dubstep don't find the pick for the Team Secret squad here on that retake. Great job by them to try and open up things on the side for Rivers. Able to answer back, and he does the same thing as well. Invisible, invincible on the site. Nobody can find him. Nobody can stop him. And Oasis around the way from tying things up.
Envy, who was fairly quiet at the beginning of this map, looks to be inevitable as he equalizes everybody. And this scoreboard, I am absolutely certain, is going to have yet another shakeup after this round, because Secret, they are suffering from a broken buy. They're suffering with upgraded pistols only, barring Borkum. This Cosmic Divide and Hunter's Fury is all they have. They have to pull out some sort of trick here. They have to change the pace. And they're playing into the hand of Oasis here. They will finally make an adjustment. Marky does not find the opening frag there. Even gets the vulnerable status. Still looking to stay alive as much as he can. No dash. Expended already 1 cloud burst. But still looking as healthy as he can be.
Dart.
I am the hunter!
Here comes the Hunter's Fury off of the tag. He does get that ping and the kill as well. But Marky has found the double. They're entering their way into the side. Jesse Vash, he's all alone here. He still gets another kill with the shock dart. How does this man do it time and time again? It's down to 2v3 still though, Raph. This is not one that Team Secret are expected to win. If anything, Oasis could be tying this up right here, right now.
And they try to play the timing here. Dispenser, he knows how this crossfire is going to go, but the adjustment's already so present. Borkum, he's so tempted to jump down. The crossfire's not actually there. It's only Wild Oreo. Ripper is also playing close.
One enemy
does
remaining.
he need the shots? Yes, he does, but Borkum is the one to land it. And Wild Oreo finds his third, makes his mark, and the score is 9-9. Secret, they can't let this get to them. The bank, it's so close to being broken, but what is this? What do we see? Finally get the operator. And Dubstep. Oh boy, it looks to be a scope menace.
Such a valiant
One
effort there
enemy
by
remaining.
Jesse Vash to hold things down. He found the kill with a Hunter's Fury. He gets another with his bow. The
Protect
Hunter
our homeland.
found his prey. Unfortunately, there was more of the herd that came with it. Oasis tie things up successfully. Will they end the series 2-0? Let's find out. They're crawling towards that. Speaking of Marky, almost being taken down there. But Oreo, luckily for him, able to get that regrowth online. Jeremy completely blind, but Dispenser's there to help him out anyways.
And that should be the overheat warning here as everybody is crumbling. Ripper looks to be cool, calm, and collected fighting Jeremy, but all for naught. No, not really. Dispenser will fall. Equalized. Dubstep, like I mentioned with that operator, finds Envy. And now Ripper and Coco, none of them are as healthy as they want to be. Borko makes sure of that. He puts Coco 6 feet under. And Ripper looks to find an opening, but oh dear me, who is this? Can he find it? Dubstep, he falls. He had the scope in, but Ripper was just a little too close for comfort. And now we could potentially see a master at work, a clinical performance. He doesn't know that he's clear for the moment, but he will make sure that he uses all 40 seconds. And look at this, Jesse, still lying in wait for the rotation. Ripper, he will potentially get a plant down here, a
30
spike
seconds
down.
left.
And look at the members of Secret Black and Blue. They are ways away from each other.
They're all scared out here, Raph. It's not something that you'd want to be in. in a 1v2 situation could be isolated. And for Ripper to go aggressive, this is the right play. Catch one of these players off guard. But will the timing actually work out for them? He spots Jesse Vash. The Jesse Vash too quick on the adjustment. And Team Secret continue on. Do not give up their lead just yet. And they go up 10-9.
That they do.
Team Ace.
Cutting it so close. Secret, they are playing with our heartstrings here.
Walk
Now they have a
majestically, my
healthy
friends.
bank of ultimates and utility moving forward with this round. They both have lockdown, rather they have lockdown, they have rolling thunder, they even have cosmic divide
enemy
if they ever
remaining.
choose to use it. But the timing is impeccable. This is so worrying because finally, maybe Ripper is gonna be completely online now. We know
Four of Team Secret. Even though they tied things up, now Team Secret extend their lead back up to 1. They've got some ultimates to really confirm that as well. Lockdown potentially at the cusp here for Oasis from Coco, but that's a bit far out of reach.
that is a very good point to make. Again, they've scraped and scraped upon the layers that Secret have built up. You know, all these walls, but yet the core remains protected. Dubstep, he has to hang on to this operator because so far it has been a little bit of a non-factor for them. Secret, though, they look to close this out. Just 3 rounds away, that's what they're thinking. But again, playing from ahead is a skill in its own, and Marky, he looks to continue his shenanigans here, but this time around, nobody is here. This time, they leave A-site to be the one to be retaken. And now, you see, this is a different approach by Secret. This time, they hold their line. Their defensive line is so condensed and so compact here that Oasis, they're not entirely sure where everybody is. But since they don't have too much map info, it allows Dispenser to take a little bit of a gander towards grass here. And now the pullback is coming. Borkum, he will try to push down. But that is going to be the sound, the prompt for Secret's like, hey man, we got to retake this. Dubstep already found 1. We gotta capitalize on this as much as we can.
You could see where the tracers were coming from and lands them perfectly. Now a single player on the Oasis side on the Phantom, so those tracers are going to be visible no matter where they shoot from. Here comes the counter rolling thunder. Both storms colliding, the low pressure zone within this alpha site. And Wild Warriors at the cusp of it. Marky able to come out with a double kill. And Koryo finds another Coco rather. One Koryo is able to get that, and everything is crumbling for the Team Secret side. Not a single kill after Dubstep's opening pick. And that is it. 10-10. Oasis go again.
They go again. They stay alive. Is this a potential overtime in the making? And Oasis, they've been prodding at this defense to perfection. Secret, they love to try and take as much map control as they can, but this has been biting them ever since the last series. But Dubstep, oh, I wish we saw that shot on camera. But
One enemy
we were
remaining.
talking about this being the alpha side. Oasis, they proved to be the king of this jungle. Now, this is going to be for, well, potentially for the game here. The economy's not looking too good on the side of Secret. They have 1 more buy and that's it. It's reset again.
You can never count them out though, Raph. Even in an eco, you know the Team Secret. And one that will scrap something together. Believe in the magic, as they have made so true time and time over during the first year. But this is a new season, a new era. The dawn of things among us is that there's a new generation willing to propel everything forward. In Oasis, they're part of that movement. They're part of that statement. You can sure echo it throughout anybody who doubts them. Oasis crawling slowly towards that mid position. Tension is so high right now for Team Secret. They know this round could make or break them, eco or not. Everything lies in how these next few rounds are going to go. In Oasis, they want to take it to alpha.
That they do. This time, though, Secret, they've somewhat addressed the fact that they've been very greedy of that map control, hurting their ability to quickly reinforce it. Wait a minute, Jesse! What are you doing? Marky opens up the site, and that could potentially be the first of many frags for him, and he will survive after that upgrab. He even finds a bonus in Jeremy. And now, the defender killjoy, the lockdown is here, Dispenser, and it's Borkum. Borkum, he will deny that plan, but no, he falls. Not enough time and not enough weaponry on the side of Secret to really put a halt to this Oasis march.
Could have been good, but as you said, yeah, there's simply not enough firepower on the table for them to flip it over. Jesse Vash once again gets caught out with his, recon bolt as his bow out there towards A main. and that just crumbled the entire defense of Team Secret. But this is their potential last full buy of stage 1. Team Secret, I have to believe that there's something that they're going to show here, bring us into that final round of regulation, or hell, even overtime, because these two teams, they damn well deserve it. Raph, using that Trailblazer to find some information, nothing to be found up close, but they do know that presence is towards that top of short.
Presence indeed, and we found a member, this time Dubstep, to take control of mid, and this time they've found at least some sort of success finding meaningful map control. The pincer is there, but oh, Jesse looking a little worried, but why did he swing? Marky makes sure he doesn't survive that encounter, and now this has to prompt Dubstep to move. The lockdown is going to come out again, perfectly pushing everybody away, but Envy will fall. Dubstep will make his presence known. What is that? As Jeremy, who was such a high impact player, is gonna be out of contention. Now it is down to a 2v3, potentially for tournament live. But Ripper, he's looking to close this out.
They knew that angle existed. You're safe there from the lockdown. That's all on the Dubstep. 1v3, make the magic happen. Falling up here towards A main, dashes out to Spinburn, able to get the kill. No, he doesn't, as Ripper will send him down to the river Styx, and they are a single round away here at match point from eliminating Team Secret from the VCT.
And the man on the river Styx, as you mentioned, he is getting closer and closer. This has to be an overtime push for Secret for them to stay alive, because this is going to be the final lifeline for them for at least this playoffs. And this is not something what Team Secret fans want. Dubstep, he has the blades out, but he only has half armor and a frenzy. This has to be the play for them. This has to be the linchpin. Otherwise, Oasis, they clean up and dominate our current representative of me.
That's all they got to work with, man. Bunch of Spectres of Frenzy and that Vandal in the hands of Fast. Morgan though, not able to get the kill, but they still somehow come away with it. He's trapped here in the smoke, and the Spectre right on time to help him out. We could be going to the final round of regulation, but Envy's got something to say about it. We've said it, he is a complete tyrant, just completely dominating the game right now. He is that new generation, and he finds a kill. Look at Ripper here, crawling his way. Will he find the kill, or shall it be his own demise? How aggressive they're taking this. Coming through CT, coming through the spawn of the defend. What is this game we're witnessing?
We're pulling them in.
What are we witnessing? Is this the last pillar of Secret's kingdom? Is this about to fall? Because look at this position by Ripper. He's fully anticipating this, and Jesse, I don't think he has an idea. The timing, the rolling thunder is there. He's gonna get knocked. But no, still, they hold strong. The patience is here. They're sweating bullets. The heart rate, it must be so high right now. You can hear that engine, that king engine. And Jesse, he can't find it! And Oasis, they 2-0 Secret, and they have been dethroned. Their chances of taking this all the way have been denied.
In a stunner of the stars, the Kings of the Philippines have been eliminated from VCT contention. That's a big win, and they know just how much that win meant. To be the only team in the VCT Philippines history to eliminate Team Secret, the former Brand roster, the former Adroit Boys, the Kings of PH, and unfortunately in the